Hello guys, my name is Everkoda, and today, like a few hours ago, I recorded this video of me playing Wildcraft. I was gonna make a video about like getting the points from the month thing, the like gold pass, and I wanted to multiplayer to make it faster, because in multiplayer you get more points. So I was here hunting. The title is called literally like Player543 Joined without Simon, and that is what just happened. I'm making this video voice recorded because I'm too lazy to like put on the text, and yeah, many have said it's like fake, so yeah, I don't know. But this is literally what is happening now, and I am premiering this. So like I'm gonna speed this up, and speeding this up you'll be able to see that I actually went into this wild pass thing, and I'm really opening this so I can open the chest, and I skipped this point because I wanted points and all of that stuff. So here I was just messing around, like waiting, and then I moved over here where the trees are to make animals spawn, and here's where this dude comes in and asks to join my game. I freaked out because first of all I didn't summon him, and second of all it was so sudden. I thought he was never going to come back after the bear situation happened. If you don't know about that, I'll leave the link in the description, and my map thing is still the same. It's the same white cube. My the video before I posted, you can see all of that what happened. He still doesn't fix my map thing. I think it was him. Maybe it's a glitch of Wildcraft they haven't fixed, but it's really weird. And here he was, like, not moving. He was just looking. So sometimes Player543 joins me in wild plains, but you can summon him on winter forest, and it's more rare that Player543 joins you in multiplayer on wild plains, but he's joined me most on wild plains, which is weird. But like I tried summoning him on wild plains and it worked, so maybe you can like summon him on both worlds. And here I'm like asking hello because he wouldn't reply. He was just standing there. So I was like spamming in the chat like hello, are you there, and stuff. And I was gonna ask him, he was alive after the bear thing. I thought he died because he never joined me back, and he then started spinning. I think he was in first person, or I don't know, he was doing something, but he started spinning like all over the place, like in that same spot, which was weird and it scared me a little. So I just looked at him for a while and saw what he would do. And yeah. So here I asked him, hello, are you there? But he kept spinning. I asked hello again, and he would keep spinning, and he wouldn't reply. He didn't have the chat open. He was just like there looking at me like normal and spinning. I really didn't know what to do, so I kept saying hello, are you there, and stuff. I kept spamming, and he wouldn't reply, and I was just seeing him, like how he spinned the whole time. You can actually see him like literally spinning the whole time, and I'm typing. And yeah, I said, stop please. And there's where he kind of like in a few seconds, he stopped. He like calmed himself and he stopped. And I just waited for him in the chat. And then I said hello again. Sorry if I'm slow because I really don't remember what happened. And yeah, I just stood there. And then he opened the chat. And yeah, I was like waiting for him to like type in what he was going to say. Or maybe he was like seeing the messages I talked to him. And then he said hello with a point. I could literally see now that he was like hostile and being distant. And I said, why did you leave? I'm meaning here from the last time I spoke to him on Winter Forest when we tried to kill the bear because I wanted to see his powers and if he was real. But he died and he never joined back. I said the last time you left. And he knows exactly what I'm talking about because the thing about the bear was just a few weeks ago, like 2 or 1 or 2. And he just closed the chat and like ignored me. And yeah. So yeah, and then something really weird happened. I speeded this up. And yeah, and then this happened. I got scared because he disappeared out of nowhere. And I just stood there and waited. And you can see that there was a skunk bar. So I was waiting for it to attack me, and I didn't move, but it never came, so I just moved. And then, look, I didn't see him. You could see his name in the trees. I didn't see him. And then I saw him in the map, and I went towards him. And then he left the game. He didn't even give me the chance to, catch up to him. And I just stood there if anything else happened. And I was, really scared. I thought he was going to spawn somewhere else. Maybe, over there far in the trees or the lake. But no, nothing else happened. And it was scary. He never had done that before. Then he joined again. And I was prepared now. I went towards, the thing. And then I saw the skunk that, tried to attack me. And there he was. And yeah, I killed the skunk, fast. And then I turned to him. And he leveled up somehow. And he didn't kill anything, which was so weird. And he just was there, idle. He didn't even, make the idle emotes, scratching. He was just there, standing. He didn't do anything. I waited and waited. And there he, loaded in, I think. But now I noticed something, that his eyes were completely black now. They weren't the same as before. They weren't brown. They were black now. And then he said, "You owe you." And I put a question mark because I didn't know what it mean. You, then it said. And I was like, what the fuck? What did I do? And I think he was referring that it was my fault that he was killed. And he said, "You must." And I was like, what? Question mark. And like, I knew from the very start that he was referring to me, that I was the fault that he was killed. And I just acted like I didn't know anything. And I was like, question mark. And he put it a point, which literally meant that he was annoyed, I think, or maybe silent, or maybe that, I don't know, he was feeling anger. And I waited. He was still in the chat. "You murderer," he said. And I was like, yeah, this is it. I knew what he was referring to. He thought I was a murderer because I killed him. The bear killed him because I led him there. And I was like, what? I still acted like I was confused, like I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. And he said, "You tricked me, murderer, you tricked me." So I kept acting like I didn't know, and I said, "I'm sorry, but can you, like, tell me what you're trying to mean by that?" So, like, I typed in, "But can you tell me how I'm a murderer?" That's what I asked him. Like, I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. And yeah, it got tagged and stuff, and I put a question mark. And then he said this again. The loading. The bear. And in that moment, I knew that he knew that I tried to test him. And he said, and I said, sorry, "I wanted to test your powers. I said the truth, and I acted like I knew from here." And I said, "But you died." So I'm, like, literally telling him, like, in parentheses, that he was fake. Then he said, "You," got tagged. Waiting. You will pay." And then I got, like, a bit scared, and I said, "How?" And here's when I started to get a bit scared, and I said, "I'm sorry." And yeah, I was really scared what he could do now. And he said, "You," oh my god, you will soon find out. You will soon find out. And I said, "Please don't do anything." And I begged him that he wouldn't do anything. And it's raining somehow. "Please don't do anything. I beg you." I begged him that he wouldn't do anything. And he did a spin. You can see it there. And I said, "Please. Please, please." Then he left the game. And I was so freaked out. I mean, I was at the same time, like, really scared. And I was at the same time like, nah, he can't do anything, right? But I was wrong. Because you're going to see now, like, what he did. So I left the game. And when it loaded in, everything seemed fine. Everything seemed fine, like 100%. I saw I checked my animals because, like, not the last time, but one of the times he changed my animals into common skins. So I checked and no, everything was okay. So I was like, yeah, he was just scaring me. But I was wrong. I then collected my WildClub gems because I was like, nah, he won't do anything. So I was like, chill. And then I tried to go into multiplayer again, and no, it wouldn't let me. Connection timed out, and I tried 3 times to go in, and it wouldn't let me. I think I tried 3 times, yeah. So then I closed my Wildcraft, and I stopped recording. But then I decided to go back, and this happened. So everything was like dark. Some things were like tainted in black, but I could recognize the buttons, and I was really scared because I didn't know how to fix it. So I went into Winter Forest. And here, if you're asking how I made it to go in, I just spam clicked. And yeah, I went outside and I couldn't see anything. It was pitch black. I couldn't see the map either. I couldn't see anything, so yeah, it was impossible to play. But I managed somehow to go into the map and teleport to where the boss was. And I had a rough time here finding where this is until the bear boss button came up. So yeah, I made it kill me. And there's where I died. Everything was still the same. So it was like, I fucked up. I ruined everything. I killed myself because I wanted Player543 to forgive me by killing myself. And I loaded in and it was the same. I couldn't do anything, so I just left. The good thing is that after, that, I went back to Wildcraft. I loaded in again and it was perfectly fine again. So I guess he forgave me, but it was scary. I want to see your opinions on this and see you in the next one.